Hello everyone, my name is Johnny Lee and I was born and raised in Amarillo, Texas. I'm 21 years old and I prefer to be called by my middle name Bao. It's what my friends call me and it's what my parents call me, and it's more fitting to my personality. I've chosen the video game arts course and have chosen the discipline character modeling. I believe character modeling fits me better. The reason why is because when we first got on Macs way back, I installed all the programs. I had no clue what Maya was, what ZBrush was. I didn't know what Photoshop and Adobe were, but for me, Photoshop didn't feel right. It was cool, but I didn't feel like I could get comfortable drawing on a 2D surface. It just didn't feel right. Maya, on the other hand, not only was it intimidating with all the buttons, but it was close. It came very close with the whole modeling, lighting, rendering, hair follicles, all that really cool stuff, but it didn't feel right. ZBrush, on the other hand, when I went to their website, had some amazing designs on that webpage that I really wanted to do. So I took some classes on their website, which they offer for free. So I considered, why not? I made some really cool stuff with the basic tutorials that they gave us. But it just, again, it was too much. ZBrush was a whole nother thing with all the levels of what it could do. And eventually, when we started progressing towards more into the year of the program, I knew that ZBrush was better. I just had to work harder at what I wanted it to become. And that's probably why I definitely chose character modeling, because it was nice. You can create something more natural personally, and it's just better. It combines basically the aspect of Maya and Photoshop, and that's why I basically chose character modeling. Video games were always a big impact and important thing in my life. It had a major impact, actually. Because of it, though, I was very antisocial. I didn't talk to anybody, and coming from an Asian-oriented family, it was considered disrespectful to speak against your elders. Because of those two factors, I didn't really have a reason to talk, and because of that, I probably had only like one best friend throughout my whole elementary year that I remember. I was inside all day. I didn't go outside to enjoy the sun. Just sit in the house all day playing video games, literally playing video games. But because of that, I, didn't meet a lot of people. I did, however, meet someone that was just like me. He played video games all day. He was from an Asian-oriented family, but he talked more, and I was fascinated by that. And I was envious of how he was talking with such confidence and relaxation. We eventually became friends, and he would be the same person to break me out of my shell so I can speak to people and begin to trust people more. A good experience I've had that has helped me, in a way, get used to public speaking is I've been breakdancing for over 5 years now. And breakdancing and speaking, they're in the same way you can categorize them, especially because they share some basic elements. We have style, we have our basics, which we call foundation, and you need to apply all of that when you're dancing. For example, if you're in a competition and you mess up, you just don't just get up and walk off. Even though people do that, it's not recommended. You get up, you continue what had happened, whether you slipped, fall, or landed on your face. You just get up, you remember what you practiced, you remember your basics, you remember your foundation, your style. You adapt to the situation, and you continue, regardless of what everyone else says or thinks. And I think that really helps tie in with speech and also break me from my speaking anxiety. A good example of this was when we were chosen to do a live interview in our city. We performed and everything was fine, but then my teacher pointed at me to who would be doing the live interview. And as you have guessed, since it was my very first public speaking, I was nervous. I was saying my ums and ahs. I was looking down all the time. I was just looking at the mic, and I never looked up at the host, and it was a horrible, frightening experience. I feared that people would laugh at me, that, like, what is he doing? Why is he looking down all the time? And it was embarrassing, really, but it was also an enlightening experience. So I worked more towards break dancing, and it really helped break me out of my shell today. And it seems that I'm going over my limit. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I look forward to watching yours. You guys have a nice day.